Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. I'm a certified health coach and my passion is supporting others with gut health issues. I also have had a gut health journey. Back in 2017 I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I'm here to help. What I wanted to talk about today was some of the common mistakes I see people making when they're trying to improve their gut health. Long term, not just symptom relief, but actually, experiencing lasting remission from Crohn's or colitis, reflux, IBS, some of these really common gut health issues that I work with. So, number one would be focusing on food as the only thing. Obviously, it's understandable that when you have a gut health issue, when you eat, food can become the enemy. So it's not only natural that we start to really focus on what we're eating and can end up becoming, quite fearful of certain foods and quite restrictive too when we know certain foods trigger symptoms for us. So it's totally understandable that we do focus on food. But yeah, unfortunately, I do see some clients only focusing on this, and my role as a health coach is to really help them look at other aspects of their health as well, because we can be getting the food right, and obviously, nutrition is key. That's one of the key lifestyle pillars. We want to be eating a nice plant-rich diet, especially for gut health, well, all health really, but particularly for gut health, to be providing that fibre for our beneficial gut microbes so that they can then do the work of healing for us. So food and nutrition is key, but we could be getting all of those things right and ticking all the boxes every day with what we're eating, but we can still be experiencing symptoms and still not getting that lasting healing because we're not addressing some of the other key factors involved. So obviously there's more than one lifestyle pillar. There's nutrition, but there's also exercise, stress management, sleep, and connection with other people, and avoiding risky substances, so things like smoking and alcohol. So it's really important that we look at all of those factors, because you can be eating the best diet in the world, but if you're not sleeping well, or you're not able to exercise, or you're super stressed, then it's very difficult to find lasting not only symptom relief but lasting gut healing when you've got these other things going on. So that's one of the key things I see people slipping up on, which kind of brings me to the next point, which is not managing stress. So I think stress is probably another key lifestyle pillar. They're all important, but stress, we may not realize it, but that's actually driving inflammation in our gut as well. Cortisol triggers, a cascade of reactions. Our gut becomes more leaky. We don't digest our food as well. So if we've got this chronic stress going on in the background, then until we address that, we're really not going to find that lasting healing. And I think people find food really easy to tick off the list, but when it comes to managing stress, that's a little bit more challenging. So it's building in some of these, healthy habits once again. Finding activities that resonate with you that help bring those stress levels down and reset your nervous system, so you can then be in a better position to digest your food well and to not create this leakiness in the gut that we don't want, where we've got things going through into the body that then trigger our immune system and keep that cycle going. So journaling, time in nature, grounding, reading, having a hot bath, spending good time with your family, whatever it is for you. And there are certain things that are more beneficial than others, but I guess it's just finding something that resonates with you for starters, and really, working on that consistently so that you're not just waiting for a major stress event to do something, but you're actually managing stress on a daily basis. So that is super helpful. Exercise can be another one that is really helpful for stress relief. So really important to think about stress when we're looking to heal our gut. The third factor that I see people kind of slipping up on is trying to, do it all themselves and not seeking support. So often when people come to me, they've tried, lots of different things, and they're at their wits' end, and they've left it, really late to get support. So I did the same. I tried. I thought, with my science degree and all my, love of learning and everything, that I could figure out the answers to my problems myself. So I, Googled gut healing diets, and I tried a million different diets. I'd try them for a short time and then I wouldn't get any benefits, and then I'd try something else. I'd try supplements, I'd try different, health practitioners and things, and I ended up spending, thousands of dollars and not really getting anywhere. So when we're trying to borrow all these different ideas and different things from different people, we're not really, we're trying to create a personalized plan for ourselves, but we're not doing it with support. So it's really important to seek support rather than trying to do it alone, because you're much more likely to succeed when you have that support and that accountability from someone like a health coach who is really, there with you every step of the way and helping you to stay consistent and helping you when you have slip-ups and, helping you get back on track as soon as possible. So, that is really important to try and get some support where you can, rather than trying to do it alone. And that kind of ties in with my final mistake that I see people making is consistency, because to find lasting healing from conditions like Crohn's and colitis, like I have Crohn's disease, to find lasting relief from that, I also was experiencing IBS. I have clients that have reflux, gastritis, some of these really common gut issues. We need to be consistent with our habits. So jumping around from one thing to the next and starting something and never finishing it doesn't really work. But yeah, what I do see is people will be going from, they'll be going really well. They'll be implementing the healthy habits and everything's going really well. They're feeling great. And because they're feeling great, some of those things then start to slide. So they, don't exercise as much, or they let their journaling or their meditation lapse, or their diet starts to blow out a bit in terms of bringing in some of the less health promoting foods. And before we know it, we're back feeling unwell, and then we feel like we've got to start from scratch again. So that cycle of just all or nothing doesn't really lead to lasting healing. So they're my four key things that I think people trip up on when they're trying to find lasting healing from gut issues. So I hope that resonates with you, or I hope that that is helpful to you. As I said, I'm a health coach. This is what I do. I help people implement healthy habits and stick to them long term. And I meet people where they're at. We're all coming from different places, and we all have different lives and different likes and dislikes when it comes to food and exercise and all of these things. So I really help give people personalised advice that fits with their life, because I want you to succeed long term, because consistency is key. So yeah, I hope this is helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time.